guys, it's TopoftheTimothy back with a Black Ops 4 video. Today we're going to talk about some potentially leaked Black Ops 4 content. So a website called The Tech Game has a Call of Duty forum that a user by the name of GCali22 posted about all of the multiplayer maps in the zombie storyline. He claims to be a scout for Treyarch, which means that he finds places to base either multiplayer or zombies maps on. He leaked 17 new multiplayer maps for Black Ops 4 and revealed what happens in all 3 on-disc zombie maps. So let's get right into them. First, we have 9, which he says, all 4 characters start to hear voices that guide them to a cave. There, they drink from the cauldron, providing them with the dream of the past. An ancient order with the power to unleash evil on the world. It is here where our 4 characters, Invictus, must escape the dream with the knowledge of the ancient order before they are destroyed. In the Easter egg, you must not only escape the dream, but learn about the artifact and discover where it could be in modern day, which is 1912. So in this, he basically repeats the trailer but adds a little bit more, like he says the name of the new crew that we have seen, which he calls Invictus, which according to the dictionary means unconquered, which could potentially mean that they are the ones to break the cycle that Primus is in. Next, we have Voyage of Despair, which he says, Invictus learns the artifact is on board the Titanic. They travel to the Titanic to retrieve the artifact, and a bandit confronts them. He activates the artifact, turning everyone on board into zombies. In the Easter egg, Invictus must battle through the waves of zombies on board the Titanic and secure the artifact from the new zombified version of the bandit. At the end of the Easter egg, Invictus secures the artifact only to learn that there are copies that must also be tracked down and destroyed before it's too late. So let's unpack this. Again, he repeats what's in the trailer but adds more to it. So this bandit dude seems to be the main antagonist in this storyline, and he may be using the same thing that the crew is using to time travel. We don't know his motive in unleashing the zombies in these different eras. He could be setting something up for the Shadow Man or some other being that is a part of this storyline. Next, we have Blood of the Dead, which is the biggest one yet. The intro cutscene is the same as the trailer played at the reveal event. Very little context is offered from the start. As you progress through the Easter egg, you discover that the Primus group has not been the Garad Krovi or Revelations, and you are post-Zetsubo no Shima. It is very similar to the comics. However, halfway through the Easter egg, Richtofen's voice can be heard in each of the characters' heads, breaking from the comics. This is the Richtofen from post-Revelations. He is giving the crew explicit instructions not to proceed to Gorod Krovi, and instead do everything in their power to break the cycle. At the end of the Easter egg, after collecting the blood and confronting pre-Shadows of Evil Richtofen, Nikolai informs Primus a chain of events must be set in motion, and notify Shadows Richtofen of the location of the summoning key within Morgue City, creating a Shakespeare paradox. Primus then warps through a rift to the moment after Shadows Richtofen leaves and awakens Victus as Primus Richtofen states, the paradox must be resolved. Primus then leaves Mob of the Dead through a rift, leaving you to play as Victus with Perkaholic equipped. Now, this is the map where we have the most information, so let's break it down. It starts off between Zetsubo and Gorod, as a lot of people expected, but something we didn't see coming is that halfway through the Easter egg, we are able to hear Richtofen's voice from After Rev. This may be what we are doing through the whole DLC season, just following Richtofen's voice like we did with the transit characters in BO2. Basically, what happens at the end is that Primus gets the blood and travels through a rift to inform pre-Shadows Richtofen where the summoning key is, like in the comics. But that creates a Shakespeare paradox, as he calls it, which the definition is, a paradox is a statement that seems contradictory but is actually true. In literature, paradoxes are used to create a deeper meaning. As readers, we look closer at paradoxes to find their relevance to the theme. In William Shakespeare's play, Macbeth, there are several paradoxes. So they work back to Blood of the Dead to the moment right after Shadows Richtofen leaves after putting Victus in the containment cells, and Primus awakens them and leaves to solve the paradox they have created. So all in all, it seems like we might have a great storyline going for Black Ops 4. And again, take this with a grain of salt, as for we do not know if this guy is legit or not. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys think about these supposed leaks. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.